Now, the question I had before is, why in a rich country are most people not rich? And what I found through my study over the last decade or so is that there's 3 to 4 predominant reasons most people are not rich. The first one, which is very obvious, is that at school, I know for myself that I and most people were not taught a financial education at school. Who would relate to that? Okay, I went to school. I grew up in a town called Glen Ennis in northern New South Wales, and 6,000 people in the town. The school there, we were not taught about the property market, about financial education, about investing, etc. We really didn't get that sort of education, despite spending 12 years at school. When I think there was ample time, we weren't taught that education. So I think what we get in this country is a culture of people that go out into the workforce and realizing that money is actually every part of our life, everyday part of our life, that have no real skills around saving, investing, and as a result, we have a society that is fairly fearful around money and fairly ignorant around money. Would that be true? And because they don't have access to that education. Then my earliest mentor said, Jamie, if you want to become rich, then here's what you should do. Find out what most people are doing, and guess what? Do the exact opposite. He said, even if you're not sure what you're doing, at least you'll be heading in the right direction. And that's a simplistic way to look at things, but I've used that a lot. So find out what most people do in a given situation, like right now in the share market, with Black Friday and things like that. What would most people be doing right now? One, I can tell you, selling, panicking, fearful. Uncertain, because it's uncertain times. Why are some people fearful like that? Because they've always relied on their certainty in life to come from external events, never from within. Biggest mistake they've made. Well, let me ask you this question. Where are most people told to go? If you want to learn about money, where does the government, if they tell you, where should you go? Who should you go and listen to? Your accountant in some cases, okay? And many people rely on their accountants, and there's many good accountants out there. However, accountants are very good at the future or better at the past? Accountants study the past, okay? Now, there's a challenge in that. If you're driving down the freeway at 110 kilometers an hour, looking in the rear vision mirror consistently to see where you want to go, does anyone see some danger in that? Yeah, so be wary of just accountants are great, but great for telling you about the past. The past does not equal your future unless you want it to, okay? And so bank managers, originally back in my parents' generation, grandparents' generation, the bank manager was the person you go to see about money, etc. But using a farming analogy, that's a little bit like having the fox guard the hen house, so to speak. Okay, there's a few issues there, a few conflicts of interest. So most of us are told by the government to go and see a financial advisor, a licensed financial planner, true? So my mentor said, Jamie, if you do what most people do, go and see a licensed financial planner. Sit down and listen to what they have to say and their advice for you. In the back of your mind, you want to be thinking, if they can actually show you how to live your dream life, be financially independent, become a self-made millionaire, if that's what you want to do, then in the back of your mind, just be thinking, then why haven't they done it themselves?